Hey, folks. So, today, in the state of Texas, there had been another mass shooting take place. This time, it took place at a preschool. 14 kids were shot and killed, along with a teacher who was 66 years old. Now, mind you, this happens just after a week of another mass shooting that took place in Buffalo, where a teenager entered a grocery store and opened fire. And his reasons for doing so was racially motivated. He killed multiple people who were all black. You know, I hate to be proven right about this world, but every single day there is something that just constantly proves me right. It constantly cements my philosophical leanings when it comes to this world. Every day I am justified in not bringing a child into this shitstorm. Every day, every single day, there is another reason, fresh reason, not to subjugate another child to a world like this. You know, this shit is getting out of control, ridiculous. And it's going to get worse. It's been getting worse for years, and people haven't been paying attention to it. They must have their heads in the sand or something like that. But you're not safe. And for those of you who are thinking about becoming parents, your children will not be safe. There is no guarantee for safety for you or your children, not in this world. Because I can guarantee you that when the parents woke their kids up that day to go to school, they didn't think that some deranged lunatic was going to come inside of their child's classroom and shoot them dead. They didn't think that was going to happen. And that's the problem. People don't think. For whatever reason, they seem to believe that this world promises some kind of safety. They think that there is some kind of magical shield that protects children all the time, that protects the innocent. Nothing like that exists. You live in a world where children are as easy prey as anybody else. You need to understand that. You need to understand that there is no mercy for your child. There is no mercy for you. There is no safety for your child. There is no safety for you. It's not guaranteed. Not on this planet. So every time you morons, you sadistic, heartless morons, choose to bring another child into this world, this is the price. Things like this are the price. It was that child yesterday, but what makes you think it won't be your child tomorrow? It's a sick and disgusting thing to see the world spiral out of absolute control like this and still have the demented audacity to bring yet another child into this nightmare. And you know it's not getting any better. For fuck's sake, you people can't even find baby formula for your infants. Even that's hard to find now. I was listening to a report from some organization dealing with the world food crisis. And they were talking about how in just 10 weeks' time, the world's wheat supply is going to run out. Truckers who are delivering food to grocery stores are worried because of the price of gas and the inability of them to bring food to the grocery stores. And you know that's going to cause a lot of pandemonium as well. No food in the grocery stores mean desperation. People are going to lose their mind, and this shit is going to get worse. And this is the world that you brought your child into, or that you are thinking of bringing your child into. I'm talking to those specifically right now who may have come across my channel for whatever reason, and you are thinking about having a child. You need to reconsider. You need to reconsider. If you have any empathy in your heart, if you have any ounce of intelligence, you need to scrap that idea altogether. Get rid of it. Because this is the world you're going to hand your children, the children that you claim that you love. You're going to give them this shit. We are right now facing also the possibility of nuclear catastrophe, along with everything else. And now you have this monkeypox shit that they're talking about. Right after you had the fucking COVID, congratulations, you survived that. Now you get monkeypox. This world is a fucking sick joke. It's a sick fucking joke, and nobody's really laughing about it. It's not pleasant. This is really, really, really fucking bad. And if you bring a child into this world and you see all of this happening and you see all of the pain and suffering they're going to have to endure, you deserve every ounce of whatever awful happens to you personally for subjugating your child to this. Because it takes a heartless bastard to look at the world like this and say you're going to bring another child into it to fulfill your own needs, your own egotistical needs, your own emotional wants, and impose a child into this shit. Not for the child's sake, for your sake. It's evil. It's cruelty. Plain and simple. How many more times do we even have to say it? The world should have made it completely obvious to you by now. But for whatever reason, some of you are not getting it. You're not getting the message. How many more school shootings have to take place before you people wake up and realize we ought not to keep bringing more children to experience being shot in fucking school, or kidnapped, or sold into sex slavery, or whatever else horrendous atrocity is happening to children across this world? It's some truly ghastly shit happening. And you people can look at this and ignore it and proclaim happily that you're going to have another child. If it were up to me, I'd have you all sterilized by force, if I could. If I could. Because it's become obvious to me that you people just don't give a shit. You like suffering. You like imposing new people to suffer. You like that children are being shot, victimized, and brutalized every single day. You like the atrocity. You like the bloodbath. You like the suffering. And if it were up to me, I would have all of you sterilized. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hands down. It's gut-wrenching. And you know, you wake up and you wonder what other fucked up thing is going to happen today. You know, like I said in the previous video, we've got all this shit happening. And when you turn your head for another goddamn second, something else happens. And of course, they're talking about economic depression on the horizon. You know, not just for the States, but for the whole world. Meanwhile, you have the stupid ass government here in the States giving $50 billion plus to the Ukraine. Never mind the fact that you have people in this country right now who need immediate emergency help, and they can't get a dime from their government. My thing is, how can you go overseas to fix someone else's house when you have a roof collapsing in on your own? In a world that made sense, you would think that your politicians would take care of home base before they decided to send your resources over to another country. For fuck's sake, we've got food shortages and high prices, high bills, inflation, and people are on their last leg. Desperation and suffering is going to increase. It's been on the rise for these last few years, and it's going to get even worse. It's just sad, man. This whole fucked up planet is sad. I don't even have really the real words to explain how I actually feel about all of this. You know, I feel like I'm just being dragged along in a horror movie, and I want to leave the theater, but I can't. I have to sit and watch the entire thing. That's what it feels like. It's terrible. It is. But what can you do, right? The world just proves you right every single day, and you get to watch it. You get to see the world prove you fucking right. And in this instance, I'm not glad to say that I told you so. But I just really wish people would listen and have enough mercy to not pass this shit on to their kids.